everyone, welcome to STEMacademy.io. My name is Teresa Ode and I'll be taking you through the basic 3D modeling with 123D course. And I can't wait for you to learn about design and 3D printing. First, what is design? Design means to create a solution in your mind for others to see and implement that solution. Design has aided humanity in building creativity skills, communication skills, and most importantly, made them problem solvers. It finds influence in every aspect of life because it all starts from the mind. Right now, digital designs have become very popular and they can be made with precision, which has increased productivity. Computer-aided design finds expression in every aspect of life, in industries, in engineering, and also in architecture. The learning objectives for today's lesson are: you would know what 3D modeling is, you will know the types of 3D modeling software that are available, you will be introduced to the 123D interface, you would also identify the 123D design interface, and you will create your first project. Some of the 21st century skills you will utilize in this lesson are self-confidence, critical reasoning, and concept connection. What is 3D modeling? 3D modeling is the process of creating a digital model of any part of a surface or an object. The 3D signifies three-dimensional. 3D models are used for video games, movies, architecture, illustration, engineering, commercial advertising, and so on. Engineers and architects use it to plan and design their work. Animators and game designs depend on 3D modeling to bring their ideas to life. And also movies. Movies use 3D modeling for special effects, to cost, and to speed up production. Now, the types of 3D modeling there are so many, but a few examples include TinkerCAD, AutoDesk 123D design, Inkscape, AutoCAD, AutoDesk Inventor. For this module, we will be using the AutoDesk 123D design. The 123D design is a user-friendly 3D application that can be used to design basic shapes and sketches to complex engineering designs. The designs created using the 123D design can be 3D printed or manufactured using CNC, laser cutters, and other 3D printing tools. In the next video, we'll be heading straight to the 123D design interface. This is the 123D design interface, and briefly we'll be going through some of the parts of the interface and what it can be used for. Now, when you click this arrow here, what we'll have here is called the application menu. And the application menu is just simply used to create a new project, open an existing project, to save a copy of your project, to import, to export, to send to 3D printer, and all of that. So this is called the application menu. This is the main toolbar. From this undo icon down to this icon called material is the main toolbar. And what the main toolbar is used for, it is where all the tools you use for creating your 2D and your 3D sketches are. So if you want to create anything, if you want to create any design, you use the main toolbar. And then over here we have what we call the navigation bar. All of these tools here are called the navigation bar, and is used to zoom in and out of your grid. It is used to rotate. It is used to hide or show sketches and all of that. And what we have here is called the view cube. What the view cube is used for adjusting how you can view your screen or your grid. So as you can see, if I click on this, can you see what's happening? So that's what the view cube is used for. And this entire interface that has something that looks like a graph is called a grid. And this is where all your diagrams take place. This is where every design you'll be making are placed on. Now, if you click on this blue, can you see that? So this is called a parts bin. So if you want to see the parts bin, you have to click on this blue highlighted parts. And as you can see, these are special images that you can import in your diagram. So you can see these are shapes, geometric shapes. These are numbers in case you want to use numbers. These are letters. So the parts bin just contain specific parts that you might need in the course of your diagram, and you can easily import it. Now this is the help. This is the help icon that is used to get more information about the interface and what you can use the interface for. Now this is the edit grid icon, and it is used to change the grid size to the preset size or to your own custom size. So now let's quickly carry out our first project. I believe you are excited because you'll be seeing how these tools are used in designing. Now, the first thing we want to do, we're just carrying out a very simple project. We'll be drawing a simple, solid triangle. So the first thing is to draw the triangle. And now to draw the triangle, the first thing we'll do is come to our main toolbar and then click on sketch. As you can see, this is sketch. If you come here, you see the title here is different, called primitive. So here is sketch. And then after sketch, we'll click on polygon because it's a polygon we want to draw. So we'll click on polygon. After clicking on the polygon, the next thing we need to do is to select where we want to draw. So I'll select the grid to show that's where I want to draw. As you can see, it's asking us to select center points for the polygon. So you can just click anywhere. So I've clicked that. So now the next thing is for us to choose the length and number of sides of our polygon. So now I'll go to my keyboard and type 50 because I want a length of 50 to be drawn. So it's 50 millimeters I want. So I've clicked on 50. As you can see, this is a 6-sided polygon and I don't want a 6-sided polygon. So I'm going to change it to 3. I'm going to come here and change this to 3. So that's a 3-sided polygon because that is what I want. And I'll come back to my length and specify the length again. So this is 50. So the reason why the length is changing is because I'm moving my mouse. So you see that it is better that you first type in the number of sides you want for your polygon before typing in the length of your polygon. So now that I'm done, I can just click enter. As you can see, I have my triangle here. Now I don't just want a regular triangle. I want a solid triangle. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to come to my main toolbar again, and then I'm going to come to construct. Can you see? I'm going to come to construct and I will click on the extrude option. I'll click on the extrude option. As you can see, I've clicked on the extrude option. So it's asking me to select the shape I want to extrude, and this is the shape I want to extrude. So it's asking me to, now you can just move this arrow up to extrude, but because I have a specific size I want to extrude to, I'm going to just come here and type in the side. So I'm going to type in 13 millimeters. I'm going to type in 13 millimeters, as you can see. So I can press enter to say that. Can you see this? This is so very simple. Now there's actually another way you can extrude. So let me just quickly show you that way because we've already extruded. Okay, so let me just undo my extrusion now so that I can show you the other method for extruding. So I'm going to undo and then I click on the shape. Can you see this Can you see this settings icon? So once you click on the shape, you select the shape, it brings the settings icon, and you can see the extrude option here. Can you see that? So you can use this to extrude if you don't want to go back to your main toolbar. And again, I'll type in the size again. Now you can use any size you want. I just chose to use 13. So I press my enter again, and we are good. So this is our first project, and it's a simple solid triangle. So now the next thing we can do is we can change the material type, and we can change the color of our triangle. So I will just quickly do that. Now to do that, what we'll still use is can you see this, the material? Now you can come here, you can click on the shape and see this pop up and come to material. And once you click on material, you can see the option of changing the material type and changing the color. Now I can click on this to change the color. Can you see what's happening? I can click on any of these to change the color, and if I scroll down here, I can change the material to any kind of material I want. So I'm just going to click OK now, enter to say that I'm done with that. Okay, now if you don't want to come this way to click on the material, you can also click on the material here. This is still the material. So you see that there are two ways of adjusting your design, either to click on the design or to just come to your toolbar. So once you are done with your project, the next thing you want to do is to save your project, and you come to the application menu, click this drop down here, come to the application menu, and then you can just click save a copy to my computer. So you can just save it as whatever you want to save it as, maybe a triangle or whatever. So I will just save mine as a triangle. So save. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this project. To wrap up this lesson, let's take a quick recap of everything we've looked at. The first thing is, what is 3D modeling? And we looked at the fact that 3D modeling is the process of creating a digital model of any parts of a surface or an object. And we looked at the fact that 3D signifies three-dimensional. We looked at examples of 3D modeling software. We also introduced ourselves to the 123D interface. Here's a quick quiz just to test your knowledge of the lesson thus far. Question says, what is this icon called? The icon there on the screen, what's this icon called? What does 3D mean? And then give two uses of 3D modeling. And also the first question says, what's the parts being used for? Where will you find the icon for turning off and turning on the grid? And where will you find the color wheel for changing the colors of your design? Thank you so much for joining me in this class, and see you in the next class.